Virgos. Welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot. This is going to be your weekly read for October 6th all the way into October 12th. I'm just saying, can you believe it's like almost the middle of October? Not hitting me yet still. But either way, before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you and send a huge hug to each and every one of you guys for all your love and support in all the ways that you support this channel. Truly, it means the world, and it's what's made this channel become what it has been. So thank you guys. I love you back. So let's get started. So this week is actually very astrologically busy. I'm just going to say it that way. But starting out in this week, really, the moon is going to be moving into Sagittarius. So it's all about learning. There's also a trine between the moon and Neptune, which is in Pisces. And so no pressure, but you are attractive during this time. But you've also got an active imagination. There's an empathy about you, and there's an appreciation to all things art. You're also very focused on your goals. It's also a wonderful time to practice your psychic aspects, or your to really hone in on your psychic practices, as well as any type of esoterics that you perform or that you do for yourself. This is a really wonderful time where messages will be coming in for you, and really coming in quite strongly. So take advantage of that if you do. But as for the tarot here in this reading, well, thank you, Spirit. I was just going to say, what messages do you have for us, Spirit? What guidance can you give us, Virgos, this week? Okay. Thank you. Like I just said, boy, oh boy, that was quite active. Okay, so first things first. A new path will be presenting itself this week. Right off the bat, this is amazing. But also, too, what I see in this is that you're looking at this opportunity. You're looking at your choices. There could even be travel involved, but it's more importantly a desire for change, and it's a welcome change. And on October 7th, with the moon being in Sagittarius, it's also going to be square with Saturn, which is same as Neptune in Pisces, which is the dreamer, the visionary. And so you may also be finding that at this time you are feeling a bit emotional, but also craving unconditional love. Be forewarned too, this really, because it's, your emotions will kind of feel like they're on overdrive maybe for a bit during this square aspect. And so it's really best not to sign any commitments or business contracts at this time, and wait for this square aspect to really kind of pass and ease up. Excuse me there. But right behind that, we've got the King of Pentacles. This is about achieving long-term goals. A new path is presenting itself. A new opportunity is presenting itself that's going to help you with working towards these, with going further with them, and also too achieving success, achieving a stability, as well as too, it's like I say, this is back to back. This is 2 prosperity cards, 2 success cards, but it's going to lead to personal satisfaction. This is about really taking in the gifts, the rewards of your fruits of your labor. This is where all work kind of pays off, is kind of how I look at it, where it's like when you're, I guess my favorite thing that I think of is the garden, just because it's so visual and it's so tangible. But this is about harvest season. It's the time where what comes to mind is where you've harvested all your tomatoes, including the green ones, because Mother Nature likes to break out the 5-letter F word during this time. She's got a bit of a potty mouth, and yes, I do mean frost. So this is a time where it's like you quick get everything that you can that's not cold weather hardy. You pile it all in the kitchen or in your, whatever, your pantry. And for that, for the things that need to really be processed right away, like your peppers, your tomatoes, you've got a bounty of them. And they are literally, if you're like me, of course, it's almost like the cornucopia aspect in my kitchen, where it's like you pile everything on the counters and then you're like, okay, where am I going to work? It's full. You've got at least 20 pounds to 30 pounds of tomatoes, and then another 10 pounds of green tomatoes, and we're not even getting into the peppers. But either way, this is truly where hard work pays off. And on the 8th, basically Venus, which is in Scorpio, is going to be trine with Mars, which is in Cancer. And so you've got very much this sensual and passionate nature about you, as well as you're really coming across to others and demonstrating yourself or presenting yourself to others in a very loving way, but also a very frank, to the point way. You've got a way with words that really truly speak the nature and speak volumes of what you're trying to express. At this time, too, don't be surprised if you're all about the arts at this time, or dance. But you'll have an extraordinary ability to perform during this time as well. You'll be very articulate, but you'll be able to really connect with your audience, no matter how big or how small, because you're also very attractive during this time. Now, what we also pulled here, just kind of looking at things. Okay. Oh, that's fancy. I love this. Okay. So, just what I was saying, this is like confirmation. And if this resonates too as a confirmation for you, please put a heart in the comments below. Share your story. That way we can help celebrate your successes with you. But this is, again, the 7 of Coins is about work towards your goals will pay off. This is about rewards. This is about financial gain and manifestation. But it's also about patience and perseverance. And it pays off. And basically with the 5 of Coins in reverse, Spirit is reminding you that through your perseverance, through your healing, through your ability to welcome, to accept, and to adapt to change, the worst of the hardship is over. So it's kind of like and for those that felt that release, I am just saying, please, put a heart in the comments below, or even like, subscribe, support the channel, but let us know that truly together, this is kind of that sigh of relief, that breath of fresh air that you kind of needed, is how I would put it, where it's like, okay, thank you. Thank you for all your guidance, all that hard work, every point where my faith was tested and I just didn't know if I was on the right path, or if it was going to amount to anything, or if I was headed the right way, or maybe looking at things the wrong way with what I really truly wanted to do, with really truly what spoke to my heart and made my soul sing. This is that breath of fresh air of confirmation of, yes, I am on the right path towards my purpose and the purpose that I am meant to gift this world with. And with the Page of Swords, news may have been delayed, or inspiration may have been delayed. I mean, this is actually kind of interesting because we've got, I was just talking about patience. Like I say, patience over here with the Page of Swords. This is about all your education, all your mastery, your self-mastery, all your preparation for this point. And I will say too, on the 8th, Mercury is going to be in Libra, which is all about that balance. We just had our new moon solar eclipse in Libra as well. But Mercury is going to be trine with Jupiter, which is in Gemini. And so this is an excellent opportunity and an excellent time for applying for universities. It'll also give you the strength and the energy to put forth extra effort, say if you're studying towards an exam, or studying towards something that you're trying, like I say, a test, putting in an application, whether it be for something along the lines of education, whether it even be career related too, like a new job, but gives an opportunity for applying and learning new skills. This is an opportunity where that will go well, and you'll have the energy to really put in all of your best efforts, basically, to come to the table and really present yourself in a way that is most exemplary, but leads by the leadership and example that you are in your mastery. Side tangent 2 for business affairs. This is a wonderful time for contracts. Business affairs very much do have the potential of going very well. So, like I say, on the 7th or on the 6th, I might hold off. Wait till the 8th for feeling good about things, getting back into the flow, so that anything that you commit yourself to, you commit wholeheartedly to, knowing that you're making the right decision, basically, and feeling good about it. This is also a wonderful time for a potential of a promotion, or even, to side tangent, learning new things, like new challenges that open minds and hearts towards new cultures, like language, dance, any type of aspect that's related to the arts, really. Now, like I say, this week absolutely is jam-packed on the astrological piece. So we also have Jupiter going retrograde on the 9th. And I'll do a separate reading on that. Stay tuned. Check it out, because it's a beautiful retrograde. I know retrogrades always have that bad connotation where it's like, oh great, another one? Really? This one's in Jupiter. I promise. It's not bad. Well, I can't promise. But anyway, it's basically about a chance to make your own luck. And for us Virgos, spoiler alert, it's going to hit our career house as well as our money wheelhouse. So stay tuned. I'm going to do a separate video for it, but it's a chance to make your own luck, like I say. And the moon's also going to be moving into Capricorn, which is all about concentration, determination, deliberation, and especially with career and finances, that's where you'll focus. Don't be surprised if that's where your focus will be. Now, also what we've got here, wow. Okay, that made me a smidge speechless here. This is amazing. So what we also have coming in, like I say, with the 9th, with Jupiter retrograde coming in, and it will be a 4-month retrograde, by the way. This is about the 10 of Cups. This is about attainment of happiness and fulfillment, and again, luck. But it's about success and stability, as well as health, as well as family and joy coming together in your connections. But again, with a real focus on the health of your career and your career path, as well as your finances. And with the Lovers, this is about balance and harmony finally coming in. Like I say, this is the breath of fresh air. If you've been working towards something in your career where you're like, everything is kind of paying off and coming into and opening doors, this is a new opportunity that really leads, it's a new partnership that's healthy, that leads towards balance and harmony. But it's also about, self-love too. This is about, forgive me, because I do have a little bit of a childlike heart or nature about me and things like this. But what it brings to mind is, and anybody, whenever I receive, compliments on my art in particular, for me, it really fills my bucket. Not in the way of like the compliment boosting my ego, but what I mean in the way of like when people share with how it touches them. Or like, for instance, as an example, what I mean is, so I also do natural fiber organic dyeing of silk scarves. And also alpaca and wool, etc. I don't do a lot of it now, but I used to really be big into it. And I use a lot of natural dyes from nature. So like red onion, things like that. And then I also do shibori wrap, not to get too tangented. But to be very honest, especially with the silk, because it's such a naturally warming fiber to it, and even though it's so thin and so soft and smooth on your skin, it's really quite warm. But my largest client were people coming in who knew somebody who was suffering from cancer and going through chemo. And so most of the scarves that I actually sold, true story, were for head covers for chemo patients. And I cannot tell you how much it really just filled my bucket and made me melt to hear the stories of people coming in and describing, friends and family members, and how they really wanted to, especially with them losing their hair if they were female, they wanted to give them something that made them feel beautiful at a time where They were going through a lot of physical changes as well as feeling a lot of not so great changes internally, let alone the emotional aspect of all of it. It's the roller coaster of it. But they wanted just to give them some comfort in making them see how beautiful they were to the person who was giving it to them. And that was such an amazing gift. I'm like getting goosebumps right now just talking about it. But listening to each of their stories and helping to, because each one is hand-dyed, one of a kind, right? To be able to pick one out specifically for each person, or even go as far as doing a custom one for them. That's what this is all about. It's like that feeling of achievement, of finding that purpose and that contentment in your purpose of like, yes, this is truly what I want to do. If I could spend my life doing this, for all the hard work that I've done with this, even taking financial hits, even being challenged, with adversarial aspects or paperwork or red tape or all the no's, all the setbacks, the learning curves, the opportunities, as I like to call them. This is a chance with this Jupiter retrograde to change your own luck, especially in your career path and especially in your finances. And what I see is this new opportunity, this new perspective coming, new partnership coming in, is really going to open up a little bit of a change here. So like I say, no pressure. But if you feel comfortable, share your story in the comments below. Let us celebrate your success with you and help lift you up just as much and support you on this channel just as much. Because truly, the difference that you're making for others, basically, I like to put, it can't go unnoticed. It needs to be noticed and it needs to be celebrated. As I like to put it, it's like caught in the act of doing something really good, and knowing that that's your career path, and finally seeing those success that's going to make it sustainable, that's going to make it where it opens new doors, it opens new perspectives, new opportunities, new creative adventures. And like I say, if that resonates, put a heart in the comments below, share your story, like, or even to subscribe. Help build the channel up so we can get this message out to as many Virgos as we can. Help share that opportunity and help share that energy as well. Put that energy out to the world on this channel. Now, I do also want to say, because that was a little long-winded, we also, on the 10th, have a half moon in Capricorn. And so, like I say, Capricorn moons are all about concentration, determination, deliberation. The half moons typically can put a little bit of chaos in there with it. So just be forewarned. But the big thing about it, though, is we get a leg up with the sextile between the moon and also Saturn. And Saturn, again, that's in Pisces, which is all about the visionary, the dreamer. This will help you with an increase in your responsibility and organizational talent. But it's a really wonderful time to discuss important issues and discuss important goals. And so it's also about that collaboration, right? It's also about those partnerships in business, like I say, because that's, with this retrograde, that's going to be on the forefront. And right now, you are all about standing in your Virgo power. This is just gorgeous. I'm just saying. But really, truly, this is about receiving guidance, receiving mentorship, not only from the divine, not only from your contemplation and introspection, but it's also about seeking wisdom from others, from subject matter experts. But truly, being a Virgo, this is all about standing in our Virgo power, which is absolutely beautiful. And it does not surprise me. Because really on the 11th, even more excitingly, I know, again, like I say, it's just packed astrologically, but Pluto is going to be going direct, and it's also in Capricorn. So the retrograde started in Aquarius for Pluto on May 2nd, and then it moved into Capricorn. It's going to go direct in Capricorn as well on October 11th. And so that is an opportunity where it brings all of our deepest desires, our deepest secrets, also too, be forewarned, transparency and truth are important. So that's where embrace it for what it is, and don't be afraid to shine that, right? But either way, it brings all of our deepest desires and secrets to the surface. It's a green light to confront the darkest parts of ourselves and others. And two, if you have any Aquarian or Capricorn placements, it will affect you a little bit more strongly, I guess. So just understand that, or be forewarned. But it's an opportunity, really. Don't look at it as a bad thing by any means, because shadow work is healing, right? Shadow work is how we evolve. It's how we grow. It's how we become stronger, just like a seedling being challenged by the wind. But it's an opportunity to understand ourselves more deeply and then take action based on the lessons we've gained from this retrograde. It's a beautiful opportunity to basically utilize what I like to call hindsight is 2020. You know, you can truly look at the situation, look at the lessons, the opportunities for them, compassionately, with self-love, without judgment. But most importantly, and again, I have a wonderful childlike humor to me in my heart, but I like to call them note to selves, basically. And it's about the opportunity of it's about taking that opportunity, rather, to take action based on those lessons that we've gained through this retrograde. When Pluto was in the retrograde, and to carry them forward now with us, with Pluto going direct in Capricorn, and allowing us to bring all of that to the surface. And with the King of Wands, this is about being a wise, charismatic leader. This is about standing in your integrity and basically standing in that servant leadership and leading by example, to not only lead yourself, but to lead others, to inspire others through your example, through your action. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below or share your story, because this is beautiful. This truly is what this Pluto retrograde was meant to give us, is meant to build us and make us stronger by looking at those lessons and really, truly learning from them. Really, truly carrying them for us in our choices and our actions going forward, so that we can really, one, evolve, but two, set ourselves up for success. And with the Nine of Cups, Spirit is reminding us at this point, wishes really do come true. This is about material success. This is about abundance, complacency, but it's also about overall happiness and enjoyment, keeping our heart as light as a feather. And like I say, with that breath of fresh air, that's what this is going to bring, is that Nine of Cups, that true feeling. What brings to mind for me is the true feeling of tears of joy. You know, that moment where it's like you're so emotionally overtaken by something that is so incredibly amazing and beautiful, whether it be a happening, a witnessing, but it's like it brings goosebumps, it makes you speechless, it makes you cry uncontrollably because it's so emotionally wonderful and beautiful, and exactly what I'm feeling right now, where you just get speechless. It's like you can't even put words to describe the miracle and the blessing that has just lifted you up in the highest of all vibrations, and it's truly wonderful. Like I say, this is a green light. And then too, on October 11th, we also have the moon moving into Aquarius. So this is also about social issues. This is also about social causes, with a focus on relationships and collaboration, And like I say, leadership, servant leadership, standing in your integrity, standing in your self-discipline, standing in Aries energy, that fire, providing support for others in that way. And with the 4, it's all about foundations, and it's all about healthy boundaries. It's finding that stability within that order within that is very much creating a structure that's meant to create balance, or to promote balance and contentment. And with the 3 of Pentacles, truly, you are being recognized for your meaningful work, not only through monetary rewards, but also through teamwork, through healthy and productive and successful collaboration that's sustainable. And my favorite part, through creativity, through thinking outside the box, through taking what I would put it as taking those crazy ideas, like if you could paint the moon purple, how would you do it, basically? But coming up with those solutions for crazy ideas, especially when it comes to, like I say, with leadership, with wanting to invoke change for social causes, social issues, but also to relationships. Because truly, when you're looking at complex issues, especially when it's community related, when there's collaboration out there, that's really involved. One, we're stronger together, obviously, or hopefully obviously. Two, many hands make light work. That's why we're stronger together. And two, great minds, when we challenge each other and come to the table with different perspectives, different motivations, also to different insights, different wisdoms, we can put all of that together to really truly triumph, to open a new chapter and to change the world, to really take that action. As an example, how to put it? What's a good example? So what comes to mind for me is when you're working to change law, right? Or to change statute. If it's good to have all parties from all sides come to the table to be able to have a safe spot or safe space, a place of peace that they can truly voice their opinions, voice their concerns, but most importantly, voice the wisdom gained from the lessons along the way that they've learned through this Pluto retrograde. To voice the insights of solutions that could be proposed so that we can learn from those lessons together, so that we can incorporate lessons that others have learned that we have not, and really truly come to the table to open a new chapter, to create a holistic wholeness that really brings fulfillment. And really truly at this point, the world is in your favor in this week. The world truly, for what you're building, for what you're collaborating, for leading, for what you're demonstrating in your leadership. You are standing in your hermit power, in your Virgo in power. And truly, this is a new chapter. This is a new beginning, I guess is how I would put it. And as we close out the week on October 12th, the sun, which is in Libra, all about balance and calling in those scales, that justice, right? Bringing things to balance, is also going to be trine with the moon, which is in in Aquarius. And so really, truly, this is all, that was a lot. This is all, I'm going to take those back. I'm sorry. That was a bit much. We'll be talking all night or all day, whichever one you're listening to this. But it's all about happiness, success, well-being, but most importantly, harmony. And it's really looking at, taking advantage or getting a leg up and really truly that Nine of Cups, that love from the divine astrologically, to really bring in that harmony from those lessons learned, from those lessons gained, so that we can carry those with us, understand ourselves more deeply, understand even the darkest parts of ourselves and others, and take those with us to make action, to confront those darkest parts so that we can come together and change and invoke positive change, invoke solutions and harmony and balance. And so, Spirit, what are some additional... Thank you. Okay. I love it when that happens. I'm just saying, does that resonate, make you, tickle you just as much as it tickles me? I'm just saying. If it does, put a heart in the comments below, because I love it when the cards talk so freely. So what I see here with the Eight of Swords is if you were feeling bound or stuck or constrained, kind of being stuck in a victim mentality or having a lot of anxiety here. This past week with the solar eclipse, what this, with especially too with Pluto going direct, with Jupiter going into retrograde, this is a time where you will really be connected with your spirituality. You should, what I would also say is expect messengers, expect good news coming in during this time, not only from the divine, but manifesting in your 3D work, in the 3D. So now is the time really truly to get into that creative flow, to get into that adventurous bravery and explore new avenues, explore new projects, new potential plans with enthusiasm, with fearlessness, to stand in that Leo energy, to embrace the strength of that Scorpion passion, as well as fearlessness to tackle difficult aspects. But really, truly, by doing so, this is the week really where you will see that breath of fresh air that really confirms for you, or where you get confirmation that truly your hard work is paying off and will pay off. You are on the right path. You are taking those lessons that you've gained forward with you. You're taking action based on that, and also based on that knowledge from who you're working with, your collaborations, your new ventures. And this truly will be the beginning in a lot of ways, or at least the beginning of the manifestation in the 3D of lasting wealth, of lasting success. This is also about, not only about foundations like financial security, but also in business, also in relationships when it comes to family. And with the 10, this is a transition out of the darkness, embracing the darkness, and it's a pinnacle of success, of tribulation, but also to growth and repetition. It's beginnings and endings, but what I get out of that is this is the beginning of sustainability, the stability that leads to sustainability. And I think that might be what I titled this message here. So I'm just saying it's the beginning of sustainability. I think that's when you know you're really on the right path. It's not just a one-off. It's not just a one-hit wonder, but instead it's a lasting, sustainable, oh my God, I can't say it now. A lasting, sustainable stability where it really starts feeding itself with symbiotic relationships that work in harmony and work in balance and help build and lift each other up so that you're stronger and you get stronger and maintain your strength through that. And if that resonates, by all means, please like, share, subscribe, help support the channel, help get this message out to as many Virgos as we can. Also, too, if you're struggling and feeling this way, if that solar eclipse really kind of hit you heavy, if you will, with things coming to the surface, check out the store. So I've basically opened up a store, and all the designs on there are meant to inspire, to uplift, and to empower. And so take a look, see what resonates for you and what speaks to you so that we can help lift you up on the Honey Sea Star Tarot and help you basically come to the table in all the strength and in all the beauty that you are to make your day, every day count, but your day, your best day. And so I do want to also pull some spirit animal totems, see what additional guidance we can gain from the divine. So Spirit, what additional messages of guidance do you have for us during this week? Oh my gosh, that's too much. I'm going to take that back, Obi. It's a lot. So Spirit, what messages do you have for us? I felt this guy kind of falling out. So the raccoon is all about the inventor. It's about deciding what you really want and having the ingenuity, to claim it. It's also about avoiding being the trickster and practicing your integrity, standing in your integrity. But it's also about juggling many roles, basically is how I would say it. What the card really truly reads is you have many roles, and Spirit is really truly just reassuring you that you can juggle them well, You got this, is how I would put it. There is a harmony. And this is really also, I think what I'm getting from that the most is that Spirit is encouraging you, especially with that trine ending this week, especially with Pluto going direct, with Jupiter going retrograde. This is a chance to make our own luck, and it's hitting our career and our money aspects. But also, too, this is about basically saying, it's fine, or not saying, but it's about finding that balance, finding that harmony, and really standing in that servant leadership where you can take on many roles. It's embracing the dance of multiple roles, and you're able, Spirit is reassuring you if you're feeling anxiety over that thought, or feeling pulled in too many different directions, or worried how you're going to handle that. This is Spirit's, this is your confirmation that Spirit is reassuring you. You can juggle them well. And when you're in the flow, it's like a dance, right? It's just like the waves, or it's just like music. And there's a rhythm to it. It's finding that rhythm and that balance to be able to juggle them. And then we also have the moose and the swan. And so the moose really represents wisdom. This is about letting your head and your mind reach to the stars, but keeping your feet grounded on the earth as well. And that's about that total chakra alignment, right? This is about listening to ancient wisdom in your soul that you've carried through with you from one life to the next. But it's also about carrying that connection through your DNA to the ancestors that speak through you. The ancestors that, carrying the wisdom that your ancestors have worked through lessons in their lifetimes to help you along your journey. And with the swan, it's about handling all of this, everything that you're taking on with your leadership role, with grace. It's about gliding across the water. It comes to mind, I still will carry this with me. I hope you're still with me too. If you are, please by all means let me know in the comments below. But there was a wonderful comment, I think it was last month or the month before, in one of the readings. And basically, it was the best wonderful lift and building for me and boost for me of wisdom from one of our viewers or one of our subscribers. Hopefully, if you weren't, that's okay. I just love that you made a comment because I still carry it. But either way, it's when you're in the flow, it's about, or you're struggling to get into the flow. Picture being being in a canoe on calm water and gliding through that water, right? It's about gliding across the water of your soul and asking the divine to bring you wisdom and light, and asking the divine to help you transform into elegance and grace, especially when it comes to holding many roles and wearing many hats. But it's also about asking the divine to inspire you with dignity and to hold that spirit of beauty. And if that resonates, by all means, like I say, please like, share, subscribe, help get this message out. But also, too, it would mean the world to help know that this message connects with you, that it resonates with you, and to build this channel so that we can continue to make this content for you and continue to connect in these messages together along our journey. Now, before we go, I do also want to look at our major arcana for the music piece, just in case anyone has struggled with some chakra alignment. It never hurts, and especially with how much positive energy is in this reading. If you practice music therapy, connect with that energy and take advantage of it with music therapy, because it's a universal language that we all understand. It's science, it's math, it's art, but it's the universal language that the divine understands, that animals, plants, everybody energetically flows into. And so take advantage of all this triumph, all this love, all this support, and all this harmony, especially with making your own luck with this Jupiter retrograde, when it's connected to your career and with your finances. So this is actually really cool. I mean, I'm just saying, this reading is incredible. I I've gotten goosebumps so many times, true story, in this. I'm glad I'm wearing a sweater. Either way, though. So basically, this is about shining and standing in your power in all your Virgoan energy. This is about, with the 9 too, about completions and achievement of your goals. And then 2, ending a cycle and beginning anew, basically stepping into that leadership role, stepping in through your self-discipline and reason, through your ambition, and standing in a place of authority, servant leadership, and management, so that you can not only stand in self-discipline with managing the self and leading the self, but providing support to others. And this is about assured success. This is about completion and celebration and opening a whole new chapter. And what I really look at it as is this is about that holistic wholeness of servant leadership and finding your path through servant leadership. And so, like I say, if that resonates, by all means, please help support the channel. It means the world. Like, share, subscribe, share your story in the comments below, or just put a heart if you don't feel comfortable. Or 2, help support the channel with the super thanks. That way we can continue to make, continue to do these readings and share in this energy together to build each other up, because we truly are stronger together. Or 2, check out our store. Pick out, see what resonates with you, that lifts you up and empowers you throughout your day and helps you even on the days, especially on the days, I should say, where you wake up and you're not feeling that way, so that we can still turn it around and make it your best day. Now, chakra-wise too, what I see in this is a bit of the crown chakra. I also see a bit of the solar plexus. So this is all really truly about connecting with the divine and connecting with your self-confidence, right? About, knowing that you are enough, that you are strong, that you are capable, and that you are confident with who you are, with what you are, and in everything that you are. And then with this, with the world, oh, and I take this back. I've got this reversed here, but this is about the crown chakra. This is about connecting with divine, like I say, connecting with flesh and bone and humility, But with the third eye chakra as well, this is about, utilizing and knowing that you are naturally intuitive. We all are. We all hold a vision in this life. We all are destined for a future, and nothing that is meant for us will ever pass us by. And even in the points that are at our darkest, even in the points where we're feeling beat up, this is about trusting that through those lessons learned, through those lessons gained, we can take action. We can embrace and confront our darkest parts of ourselves and others. And through those lessons, we can walk forward in understanding more deeply about social issues, about finding balance, finding security and harmony and well-being, and knowing how to remain strong and resilient through those times of challenge. And so I really, truly hope this message resonated. If it did, like I said, please like, share, subscribe, help support the channel. I just want to say too, I'm so excited. We are already over or almost to 900 subscribers. And so please, by all means, it would mean the world if we can get to 1,000 subscribers. I am so ecstatic for the day that it comes. And so please, by all means, please share the love, help support the channel, because really, truly, the growth, all the comments, the connections that I've made with each and every one of you has been monumental for me. And I just want to say, you guys fill my bucket up just as much as I hope these messages do for you. So until the next reading, also too, like I say, keep an eye out for the Jupiter retrograde reading. Take care, love and light, and I'll see you in the next reading.